Good evening, everybody. Here we are. We'll do a little educational thing or whatever, informative thing. We ain't gonna call it education. How about that? There's a lot of people asking, when are my castings ready? Well, here's 3 examples. The first one is the fresh bedding that I make for them to go into, okay? These castings here are castings I pulled out at the beginning of February the 4th. I pulled these castings out. They had cocoons and babies in it, so I'm letting it grow out and pick them out as they get big enough for me to see them and actually pick them up with my fingers. But if you see, it's real dirty, and then you've got leaf particles and stuff still left in it. It's still just a little chunky. It's got, like I said, little leaf particles left in it and everything. So it's a mix between this, because this is finished castings. It's come out of my storage bin, and they're really grainy, and they're still damp. They're not dry. I don't let them dry out. But it's like consistency, kind of like, I call it, I don't know, I tell everybody wet sand. That's basically what that's like. That's finished. So that's the best way to tell. You know, when they get like this, you're done. I usually take them out like this. I call these 75, 85% complete. And when I do a reset, though, I take these castings and I put them in a bin separate. And that's how I get my cocoons. I just let them hatch. And then I take the babies out as they get older and bigger. And I can reach over and pick them up and transfer them over to a new bin full of new bedding. So I don't sweat the castings. I mean, this is a lot better than that. This is pretty good anyway in your garden, but this is a lot better than that. And this is it. This is the black gold everybody's talking about right here. And I can make those same castings with shredded cardboard and paper, because I did. But I don't know. I use that. It's a lot easier for me. And I know a lot of y'all are shredding bills and newspapers, and I understand, and that's cool. And if that's what you want to do, then do that. You can do all of this the same way. Like you'll get these out of your cardboard in your newspaper. I don't like the newspaper because it kind of got clumpy and mushy on me, because I run them wet. I run them wet because that's what the worms like, and that's what the cocoons like. And so anyway, you know, that's just 3 examples of different phases of new, 75 to 80%, 85%, whatever you want to call that, and then finished. So that's what people were asking, was how do I know when they're finished? When you take it, it'll ball up on you, especially when it's damp. And that's why people hate sifting damp castings, is because they won't sift. They'll ball up. They'll roll up in little balls. But see, if you take it and just do it like that, it's like I said, kind of like wet, muddy sand, kind of. And that's finished. If anybody was interested or wondering, that's what we call finished casting. So, the educational, informational portion of the video is over with. So, now, we're into this little bin right here. This is a finished castings bin, I guess you'd call it. It's from the last reset. This is what we had left. And so this is the stuff in the middle of the 3. We're letting them hatch out in this one, and we're trying to recover them and place them in new bins with clean bedding to let them grow up and become adults and make us some new babies. So anyway, let's look down in here. I fed this thing a while back, and I'm not quite sure what we got. Oh yeah. They're there. definitely sitting in the middle there. Let's see, we'll get us a container. Now, I'm probably just gonna reach, cause see, there's one little itty bitty hatchling there. That's a fresh one. So yeah, I hate hunting those. That's why I let them grow up into something like that I can grab up. And that's all we're pulling out. We're just pulling these out. They're big enough to get, so we're gonna get them. You know, when you jump start a new bin, it's a good thing to go on and get you some castings. It's got the microbes in it already, and then that'll help you jump off the microbes in your new bin. It's kind of like adding a little bit of home. There's a cocoon coming with it tonight, and that's okay. Put them in there. So let's see what we got down in here. Oh yeah, yeah. Let's just do this. There's tons of little babies all in this bank right here, but they're so small. I'm not even gonna fight to get them. These right here, they're hard to get a hold of, but that's what we're looking for. Those sized. Oh yeah. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna reach over here like this, and I'm gonna drop them in there like that. So not a bad harvest for a handful. Reach in and grab them, throw them in a bucket, send them to a new home. Here's some more back in here. I mean, if I was really bored, I guess I could sit and pick out all the little ones, but I'm not that bored. So we're just going to get what we can grab up off the top and in the middle where we fed it, and call them good. There's a bunch of little hatchlings in there. I don't know if you can see that or not. There's a cocoon on the end there. So yeah, and we're gonna put all that right in there. And that's pretty much it. And like I said, there are tons of little bitty pink, purple moving hairs along the edge here, but I'm not gonna fight to get them. I mean, they're stuck all over my glove. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we'll try to, watch this, try to get them in there. They go either in this bin or the bucket, or they go in the back in the bin, and we'll get them at another time when they get big enough to see and grab up. That's a pretty good lick right there. And let's take a look around, see if we got any more big enough to grab up. There's a couple. And all I'm doing, I've got that other bin that we did the other night, and all I'm doing is going to take them, dump them right in that bin. Fresh bedding's already set up, the bin's already going. And then let them grow out. And like I said the other night, you know, call it being what you want to call it. Like these worms, I call them compost worms. Everybody's like, what kind are they? They're good. I mean, you look at that. That's some good stuff right there. They're doing it. See, look at all the babies. So, yeah, they're doing it. Cocoon, right there. That may be an empty one, actually. Can't tell. Oh, I might have to get my glasses out, but I believe that one is, I think it's a done up deal there. I think that one's actually empty. But just to be safe, guess what? Put it right there. So, yeah, there are tons of them. This little piece of corn on the cob here. Bait that they look at them down in there. Oh, hold on, there's a big boy. Couple of them. Like I said, if I can grab them up and pull them out, I will. But I'm not going to fight with them. And possibly injure them too. Worms are kind of delicate at this stage. You don't want to be, I don't know, I watched a guy with a metal hand spade from the garden, you know, and him chopping and doing, and man, I cringed every time he done like this, and I was like, man, what are you, like a Ginsu chef over there? See, that one there, it's, you know, I can get him, like that, and then do that, and there it is. So, but yeah. But I've seen where people are asking about the finished stage of castings, and that's pretty much it. Bedding to this. And like I said, this stuff here is good stuff. I mean, you use that in the garden, it'll be a whole lot better than what you got, probably. You know, but this can finish. I'll probably let this run again till I get bored. Come back down here, and that one there is a nice sized one. So they're steadily hatching, they're steadily growing. They'll show themselves eventually, and then on with it. I keep getting these white worms here, white or pale. I guess you call them pale worms, I guess. And I'm not 100% sure what the deal is with those. I don't know if they're albinos or what they are, but I've got several like white worms, and that's not a potworm. So, yeah, a little interesting on that one. I haven't researched it or anything. Anybody knows anything, let me know. But, yeah. So, yeah, I've got some big ones like that, too. I've got some big white worms. So, I don't know if that's an albino strain. I got some sort of mutant, some kind of mutant worm. I don't know. But anyway, guess what? He'll eat just like the rest of them. So, this bin's getting a little dry. Getting a little dry. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 or 7 there. There's one looking at me right there. There's one making his way across there. Itty bitties. Itty bitty babies. We'll leave them in here. Guess we need to feed them a little something too. Like I said, it's getting a little dry in here, so anyway, I'm gonna quit messing with it. I ain't gonna get too carried away with it. Go around and look a little bit, see if I see any big ones pop up. See, I seen a whole bunch shoot down right there as soon as I pulled that back. 1, 2, whole crew just went dove down right there in that one corner. But they're all like itty bitties, so yeah, we'll let them run. There's one. That's about the size I like to get snatched up at those right there. So that's how I do it. And then once I get down to where I come in here and I start pulling out less and less and less, you know, then I'll actually leave it alone for a while. I'll leave it alone for maybe a month. And then I'll come back in and I'll pull the last batch. It takes 60 some days for a worm to mature. So as long as I keep pulling them out before they mature, then we don't have to worry about making any more cocoons in the bedding. So that's the main thing. And I went through my harvested, finished, put up castings, and I found some before, and I got them out. But you can't get every single one. That's just, you know, pretty much if you're doing it right and they're multiplying and doing what they should be doing. See, look at here. Here's one trying to get out the side here. Those are hard to hunt down. So, but yeah, if you're doing it right, it's going to be hard to get them all, because they should be outdoing you. Every time you gotta go look, it should be more. And that's just the way it should be, because they love to multiply. So, yeah, we're awesome with that. Yes, sir. Call that one good. All right, let's see. I think the bean leaves right below it. No. Where is it? Got too many beans. Too many beans. That's right. Yeah. There we go. Welcome home. We'll let them dive down and get in there with everybody else. This is the same bin that we dumped the big plate in. last week. This is the same bin. This is the 224 grow out bin. So yeah, that's a pretty good lick on that run and the first run. So definitely getting it right. And like I said before, the awesome part about it all is every single worm in here is a worm that didn't exist 4 months ago. So, or 3 months ago. So, yeah, this is awesome. Like I said, the population, that's all I'm doing. I'm just trying to bump the population up. And recover my cocoons, or my hatchlings, and just get the population bumped up. And in the process, like I said, they're making us some good castings. I mean, this is fresh bedding, but like I said, this stuff here is pretty good for your garden as it is, because it's basically leaf compost, leaf mulch, mixed together with coffee grounds. And so anyway, that right there, you're not hurting anything by putting that in your garden. But once they work it and turn it into actual castings, you're a win-win. So, and like I said, if I take it out and it's like 75% complete, I'm not dumping a bunch of cardboard and paper that isn't finished out in my garden. I'm actually putting more nutrients in the ground anyway. So, but yeah, that's about the ticket for that right there. Just and this will be a repeat. And every time population grows in this bin, I'm getting the hatchlings out of the finished castings, and I can throw them in another bin. And in the bin that they're all in, I can start another fresh bin. And when I do a reset, I'll do this all over again. I'll go through, get the hatchlings out, and I'll put them in a fresh bed and let them run out. So it's just repeat. That's the consistency of it. And they'll be good to go. This bin was fed the other day, so I don't have to feed them. Let's just drop them in and let them ride. So that's the extent of that, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate you tuning in. Don't forget to do all the things, the click, the bang, the ding, the thumb. Share it. Tell all your worm buddies about it. Say, come and listen to this crazy old man babble about worms. Anyway, I thank you for coming and checking it out. Welcome to all the new subscribers. Got any questions? Throw them in the comments. Y'all have a good night.